To welcome you to the unveiling of the Compendium of Ecological Projects. Permit me to thank Mr. President for his gracious approval to unveil this compendium today at short notice and for promoting the culture of accountability. The Compendium of Ecological Projects is a well-packaged publication of the Ecological Projects Office under my watch and carefully supervised by the Permanent Secretary, Ecological Projects Office, Dr. Habib Alawal. The compendium therefore contains the most reliable data on Mr. President's special interventions to ecological problems across the country. It is a 554-page document. It is highly gratifying that Mr. President has also approved the change of the name of the office from Ecological Fund Office to Ecological Project Office for its mandate not to be further misconstrued by the public. The office was established through the Federation Account Act in 1981, primarily to carry out intervention projects nationwide with the federal government's share of the Ecological Fund, to address critical ecological problems, to supplement states and local governments' share of the fund. The compendium is aimed at keeping the public abreast of the concerted efforts of the present administration in addressing verified ecological problems in all the nooks and crannies of Nigeria through the judicious utilization of the federal government share of the Ecological Fund. The latest revised sharing formula of the Ecology and Derivation Fund, EDF, as modified is 1. Federal government 1%, state governments 0.72%, local governments 0.60%. It is also important to note that out of the 1% federal government share, monthly, the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, gets 20% of the 1%. Others include the National Agency for Great Green Wall, 5% of the 1%. Northeast Development Commission, 10% of the 1%. And the National Agricultural Land Development Agency, NALDA, 10% of the 1%. At the end, the federal government is left with only, or the Ecological Fund Office is left with only 55% of the 1%. All the above agencies get their percentage share monthly as approved by the government. I salute Mr. President for his statesmanship, the unprecedented attention and wonderful support given to the Ecological Project Office, as evident in the seamless implementation of the 332 ecological projects approved by you, Mr. President, between 2015 and April of 2022, and the completion of 266 projects which have been commissioned and handed over to the beneficiaries. There are 66 projects that are ongoing and at different levels of completion. Let me also commend the management team of the Ecological Project Office for working tirelessly, which has resulted in this immeasurable success. It is therefore My honor and singular privilege to present this maiden edition of the Compendium of Ecological Projects 2015 to 2022 to Mr. President for official unveiling. Thank you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Through the Ecological Project Office. During the period under review 2015 and 2022, I approved 332 ecological projects, out of which 266 have been completed, and the remaining 66 are at different stages. Ecological problems and the inherited infrastructural deficit in general has a tendency, like the proverbial drop in the ocean, to always drown our achievements in addressing ecological challenges and the infrastructural deficit at large. It is against this background that publications like the one being launched today become very important and a useful tool in correcting the negative public perception that government has not done anything in addressing these challenges. The documentation and publication of these achievements in our modest effort to tackle ecological problems is therefore predicated on our quest to improve communication and governance as a tool for keeping citizens well informed and helping them to hold government accountable. This is the most significant implication of the Ecological Project Office's initiative in publishing this compendium. Hopefully, the compendium will bridge the part of the information and communication gap between Nigerians and the real-time performance of this administration by portraying the specific locations of ecological projects with pictorial evidence as well as proofs of handing over the projects to the beneficiaries. I commend the Secretary to the Government of the Federation and the management team of the Ecological Project Office for the judicious use of available resources for the effective implementation of approved projects as well as the initiative for this publication. In order to leverage the benefits accruable to government from the commendable efforts of the Ecological Project Office and the effective communication of these efforts through this kind of publication, I encourage all ministries, departments, and agencies which have not done so to showcase their performance and achievements to the public. I urge states and local governments on their part to judiciously use their shares of the Ecological Fund strictly for ecological projects towards addressing the ecological problems in their areas. I hereby unveil this Compendium of Ecological Project 2015-2022 for the reading pleasure and knowledge of Nigerians. I thank God, and I hope the Federal Republic of Nigeria will be blessed. Thank you very much.
Thank you.